Hello
Hello
everyone,
everyone,
welcome back to our channel.
it's Adi
And
in
Marcia.
Marcia reaction.
So कैसी हो आप लोग?
I hope सब लोग
अच्छा होंगे.
okay अच्छा होंगे मस्त होंगे. So guys,
So I'm from Poland, Adi is from India, and today we're gonna react on a video of speech of Mr. Vijay Prashad. He went viral on YouTube and because of his fiery speech.
And truth.
Yes. So.
And what was the title name? And what is the title name?
When an Indian historian lashed out at the West.
After their hypocrisies.
Yeah.
Like it's happened when in this war between Ukraine, between Russia, everyone tried to lecture India.
Yeah. They try to point out always fingers of India, what they do wrong and why they do, but they don't really see what actually they do. Like you should look in the mirror as a politician and look at your country to make your country better, not to point someone else. It's ridiculous for me. So anyway,
okay guys,
let's watch.
Listen to Boris Johnson, when I listen to people like Joe Biden, when I listen even more to Emmanuel Macron, all I can think of is how condescending you are. Glasgow was the UK's second most important city.
And he's talking in
beautiful
London.
Buildings, beautiful streets, a gorgeous city. When I see cities like this, I think also about the other side of it. You know, there's a phrase from Walter Benjamin, every monument of civilization is also a monument of barbarism. I think of the famines in Bengal, the jute workers in Bengal sending jute to Dundee through the Glasgow port. I think of human beings from Africa enslaved and brought from Ghana to the New World, and all those prophets getting sucked into cities like London and Glasgow. You know, between 1765 and 1938, the British Isles stole $45 trillion pounds from India. 45 trillion sterling from India.
Then
we never got paid for that. When the British left India, when we threw the British out, our literacy rate was 13%. So much for several hundred years of so-called civilization. Meanwhile, our landscapes were destroyed. You know, coal was foisted on India. You foisted coal on us. You were the ones that came and made us coal dependent. And then you left, and now you dare to condescend to us. When I listen to Boris Johnson, when I listen to people like Joe Biden, when I listen even more to Emmanuel Macron, all I can think of is how condescending you are. You condescended to us 400 years ago. You condescended to us 300 years ago. You condescended to us 200 years ago. You condescended to us 100 years ago. You're condescending to us today. You only know condescension because for you, colonialism isn't something that happened in the past and we defeated you. It's not that. For you, colonialism is a permanent condition. And that permanent condition happens in two ways. There's the permanent condition of the colonial mentality. You want to lecture us. You want to tell us that we are responsible for all the problems because you'll never accept that you're the one principally to blame. You signed the Rio Formula in 1992 on common and differentiated responsibilities. You like the common part. You like the common part. You like to say we're all in this together and so on. We're not in this together. The United States, 4-5% of the world's population, still uses 25% of the world's resources. You outsource production to China, and then you say China is the carbon polluter. China's producing your buckets. China's producing your nuts and bolts. China's producing your phones. Try to produce it in your own countries and see your carbon emissions rise. You love lecturing us because you have a colonial mentality. Then there are colonial structures and institutions. You lend us money, and every time you lend us money, which is our money,
from the past,
which is our money, every time the International Monetary Fund comes to our societies and they tell us, here's the money we are giving you. No, it's our money. You give us our money back as debt, and then you lecture us about how we should live. The climate justice movement is a movement that says we're worried about our future. What future? What future? Children in the African continent, in Asia, in Latin America, they don't have a future. They don't have a present. They're not worried about the future. They're worried about their present. Your slogan is, we're worried about the future. What future? That's a middle class bourgeois Western slogan you got to be worried about now.
I like it.
2.7 billion people can't eat now, and you're telling people reduce your consumption. How does this sound to a child who hasn't eaten in days? You gotta clue into this, guys. You gotta clue into this. Otherwise, this movement will have no legs in the third world.
So Marcia, what do you think actually?
I like this guy. He was so absolutely right. You know, if you take all the things from London Museum and,
Oh, yeah.
and give back to the countries they steal from, there would be empty place. There would be nothing, and
Yeah, and not
Yes.
only in London actually. Like Belgium didn't rule in India, France didn't rule in India. But if Belgium and France
also rule in
people
Congo.
like take things from their own museum, like Belgium looted Congo, like
Congo,
a
yeah.
lot, and France looted a lot of African country. I don't have name.
a lot.
They
yeah.
have nothing actually. So that's right, you know.
Yeah, they build the wealth, the country, the economics based on other country
Barbarism.
barbarism.
Yeah.
And also I know about this famine in India,
jute
like a
one.
big hunger. Yeah, like 2 million people die, and I read this in my history book because
Because
Wow.
of the hunger, everyone died. Because you know, I think that time.
because they took all the wheat to Britain.
Yeah.
So
That was the things. You know what else I would like to say in this? Like,
what is flying?
I don't know. Like you took so many things from other country and then after 1 year later you give lecture. So it's a modernized way that okay, you are still a colonized country, but in another way. That's the things, you know, that's the things they like to say.
Slavery time,
Yeah.
colonial time is over. Stop lecturing, you know, others.
You know?
I mean, you have no shame.
Yeah.
You know?
And you know what? One point he actually point out, it was really so nice. I think you noticed or not. Like before in England, there was one rule. The rule was if you have a slaves, you are bringing from somewhere, and if they die, they were your property. That means you will get money, not their family. That means they used to be, and this rule was created by the England.
Yes.
That if you buy some slaves,
It's your property.
it's your property. If
Yeah.
they die, you don't have to do anything with them. But yeah, government, their parliament will pay you money as a reception. What was that? So yeah, this guy was totally right. Where
Yes.
5% population of like 5% world's population is America, and they use 25% of resources.
And they have audacity to lecture India about
India or China at that time, like you know,
Yes. Yeah.
all Europe, all America talk about pollution, carbon emission, and all the American company, all the European company, they build their factory in Africa, India,
Yeah,
China,
yes.
Bangladesh, Pakistan.
That's why we don't like politicians.
So that's-
Especially here on this side of Europe, we really hate them.
Okay, guys, that was us.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you to
Thank
watching
you so
with us.
much.
If you like, you can
Leave a
subscribe
comment
our channel.
what you think about his speech.
Okay,
Because sometimes you know you agree, but
sometime.
I have nothing else to add.
Yeah.
You know, and sometimes you're just speechless how things can be in politics. So yeah, thank you
Okay,
for watching
thank
with
you.
us.
Namaste, Sat Sri Akal,
Namaste.
Jai Hind. See you again,
you.
and you can subscribe our channel.
Oh, yes,
and you
please.
can check our Instagram ID in the description box. So, namaste.